That's right. So you have to talk. Low classes are basically we have arranged physically, but here I don't know, this is going online, but still you have to talk. All right. Now today what we are going to do, we are going to discuss the legal aspects of certain areas. We are going to discuss the note I will display. Project management. One of the important area where engineers, quantity surveys, all are involved. So I don't know your background. Then we can get more practical examples related to contract law, procurement, sale of goods. Those are all you should know. If you are in a project, you are entering into a contract with employees. Labor law, you should know a little bit. Contract law, purchasing, sale of goods, handling laborers or employees, and also environment, project manager. You have to protect the environment. So those legal aspects are very, very important. So today we are going to discuss that. Now everyone briefly tell me who you are. Ekanayaka. Ekanayaka. Are you an engineer? Are you an engineer? Quantity surveyor? Who are you?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, I'm a town planner.
Okay.
Actually, I'm working in Urban Development Authority.
Right. Town planner. You should know the legal aspects. Ministry of Housing and Construction, international and local contracts. All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Nilmini KPI. Who are you, Nilmini? Am I audible? What is your profession? Professionally, who you are?
I'm also working in the Urban Development Authority, town planner.
Okay. UDA.
Yes, sir.
J. Ekanaik. Ekanayaka said, Nilmini said. Ratnayaka PS said. Who you are by profession? Ratnayaka, do you hear me? Ratnayaka? No sound. So you have to talk if you are here. Low class means speaking, right? Anjun. Anjun A. Who you are? Anjun A.
Hello, sir.
Yes. What is your profession?
I am a civil engineer, sir.
You are a civil engineer. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I am working in a private construction in Jaffna, sir.
Louder, louder.
I am working in a construction, sir, in Jaffna site.
Okay, okay. You are working in Northern Province.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Dilani Jayasingh. So town planners are there, civil engineers. Dilani Jayasingh, who you are?
Yes, sir. I'm a quantity surveyor at Cost Management Services Private Limited. I am Bianca Jayasingh.
Okay. QS.
Yeah, quantity surveyor.
Okay. Uberatna. Buddhima Uberatna.
Hello,
Who
sir.
you are?
I'm also a quantity surveyor.
QS.
Yeah,
Right.
Value management services.
So project management, town planners are there. QS, civil engineer or Dilini, who you are? Dilini.
Good evening, sir. I'm an engineer at SLLDC.
You are a civil engineer or mechanical engineer, computer engineer? What's your specializing? Huh?
Civil engineers.
Okay, 2 civil engineers are there. Thank you.
Civil engineer.
Yeah, 2 civil engineers are there now. Harshani HM, who you are, where you work?
Sir, I am a quantity surveyor.
Okay, 3 quantity surveys are here. Thank you. Chamarika, HCJP Chamarika. You also a QS or engineer for a town planner. Hello.
I am quantity surveyor, sir.
Okay, 4 quantity surveyors are here. Indika,
So I'm a chartered mechanical engineer working
Yeah.
at a water board.
okay. Mechanical engineer, civil engineers are here, right. Kumar, IIS, Kumar, who you are, Kumar, where you are? Civil engineer, mechanical engineer, QS, or architect? I don't know. No answer. Nishanta Gunasekara, who you are? Nishanta Gunasekara, who
Yes,
you
sir.
are?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Good
who you
evening. I'm an architect. I'm working at Central Engineering Consultancy Bureau, CECB. Yeah.
are? Right. So one architecture is here. PTM Vijayanayak, who you are?
Good evening, sir. I'm a civil engineer at the Road Development Authority.
Okay, thank you. Road Development Authority, I may parallel other net there are marine road game me right down to light is happy marine. RD got the marine with me is a road in no lights, nothing. Big hole is there. I don't know, constructions are going. Even very recently there was a problem, no Pajero or Land Cruiser hit another 2 vehicles. All right, what to do? RD, right. PTM Vijayanayak, who you are?
Yes, sir. I'm from the RDA civil engineer. I talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
My friend Logendra also here.
Hello, Professor. I'm Logendra, Deputy Registrar, works for the University of Colombo.
Okay, thank you. Right. QS also here. Ratnayaka QS. Right. So all right, everyone. Rochelle Vikramasinghe. Rochelle. Okay, inter-design project manager. So one project, you should know if you are working in a project, most important areas are there when you are finalizing this, right? Then you have Rally Mohammed MT Mohammed.
Yeah, good evening, sir. I'm an
Good evening.
electrical and electronic engineer working for a
Okay,
private company.
electronic engineer. Sarangi. Who
Good
you are?
evening, sir.
Good
I'm
evening.
Sarangi. I'm
Yeah.
working as a quantity surveyor, SAM
Yeah, QS.
construction.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Tavisha Karunanayaka. Tavisha.
Sir,
Yes, who you are? Tavisha. Loud. If you study low, you have to talk hard, high speech. Right? Nothing. Okay, I hope everyone. Varuna Ranasinghe. Who you are, Varuna? Varuna. Vijayaratna EMKI. Who you are, Vijayaratna? What's your profession?
Sir, I'm a quantity surveyor.
So here we have QS, many are QS, 3 civil engineers, mechanical engineer, electronic engineers, different part. So everyone, you should know law. Now I'll give a little bit introduction about the law. Before that, I will give few questions. Starting this session, I want to know your ideas, right? So each and everyone, we are colleagues. You are sharing your knowledge with me. I am sharing my legal knowledge. Today, no dominant relationship with the lecturer and the students. We are all partners. So we have to share because you have good experience. And therefore, we have to share the knowledge. And I'll give the note time to time, right? Question number 1. What is a law in a country? What is a law in a country? What is a law in a country? Question number 2. Who makes the law in the country? Who makes the law in a country? Who makes the law in a country? What are the differences between law and ethics? What are the differences between law and ethics? What are the differences between law and ethics? And the last question, do you need a law for project management? Do you need a law for project management? So I'll repeat the question once again. What do you mean by law? What is a law in a country? Definition. Who makes the law in a country? What are the differences between law and ethics? Last question. Do you need a law for project management? When you are answering law questions, there is a format. I'll give the format later. Your ideas, your recommendations are warmly welcome when you do this, right? All right, 5 to 10 minutes. Quickly find out answers, short answers, right? The person who is here, I ask you have to give. Now, law, there is no right or wrong answer. Please remember, there is no right or wrong answer. How you support your answer, how you argue your answer, how you give evidence for your answer, you are perfectly done with it. All right. Okay. managers, your project, your site, you must be protected. You should know surrounding laws. People come and take materials from your site. So project manager answerable finally to the employer. You have to be very careful. So what is the highest punishment which should be given to a person in Sri Lanka?
Death
Highest
penalty.
one? Huh?
Death penalty.
Yeah, death penalty. Lowest one? Lowest one? Suspended sentences. What are suspended sentences? Sentence given, suspend for 5 years, 6 years, like that, or a fine. So laws are rules and regulations. There are two types of laws in the world. Sri Lanka, we have two types: criminal law, civil law. We are not discussing criminal law here. Punishment we are not discussing. Sri Lanka are not implementing the death penalty because of the Human Rights Council and because of the right to life. Even a responsible government cannot hang a person. Capital punishment should be given. There are 1037 surrounding the gallows. Lifetime imprisonment. Lifetime imprisonment. So there are a lot of murder cases you may have seen. Vidya incident in Jaffna. Raped and killed that poor innocent schoolgirl. And Seya case in down south. So those people. Then Rita Jones rape and murder case. So after a lengthy judgment, they have been sent to death, but president is not signing the death penalty. President has to sign. Then they put the, yellow, and then that's the end. Last a person was hacked to death in Sri Lanka, 1976, June 4th. After that, not a single person was hacked to death. They have given lifetime in prison. Right. Question number 2. Who makes the law in a country? Who makes the law in a country? Yes. Anyone? Who makes the law in? Yeah?
Parliament.
Parliament. Yes. Parliament is the supreme lawmaking body. When a parliament passes a law, it is called final and conclusive. We all must obey that law. So parliament is supreme lawmaking body in Sri Lanka. So what is a law? Law is rule and regulations made by the parliament to control, to maintain peace and order. Big issue, Prevention of Terrorism Act 1979 temper. People are shouting to abolish this. Then they are going to introduce Counter-Terrorism Act, CTA. So those are laws passed by parliament, right or wrong, right? So the issue here, who are in the parliament? Indika, who are in the parliament? Nimali, who are in the parliament? Huh? Who are in the parliament? Huh?
Member of parliament.
Member of the parliament. I know there are 225 members. Who elect them?
People.
Public civilians.
So, parliament, one and only duty. Parliament, one and only duty to make laws, to amend laws, to repeal laws. So they are called lawmakers. But this country all are lawbreakers or tea makers. That's the problem. So there is a heavy duty for the parliament. The duty is called making laws. So the construction industry, there are construction related laws we are going to discuss. And also it is very, very important, time to time, Sri Lanka review laws, change laws, amend laws, those things are there. Next question. What is the difference between law and ethics? What is the difference between law and ethics? Hello? Venuka Aron. Venuka Aron. What is the difference between law and ethics? Now you know what is the law. I am asking what is the difference between law and ethics. De Silva, MGC. Dilini, one different. Arshani.
Ethics are principles.
Huh?
Ethics are moral principles. Law.
Yeah. Ethics are moral principles. Ethics are basically customs, traditions, which are existing in the society. Good norms. The best ethics. Buddhism, Hinduism, Holy Al-Quran, all these are religions. So religion is the best ethics in the world. But how many people follow religion? So ethics are basically moral principles, moral values. One word, code of conduct. Ethics are code of conduct. Ethics are code of conduct. Laws are rules and regulations made by the parliament. If you break ethics, what will happen? If you break ethics, what will happen? If you break a law, punishment, imprisonment or a fine. If you break traffic law, after this class, when you go, Morotua police traffic sergeant will stop and issue a fine. These are traffic laws. If A kills B, murder coming under penal code, death penalty. Now I am asking, if you break ethics, what will happen? Nilmini, Ekanayaka, Ratnayaka, Kalum Veeravardhan.
Termination.
What? Termination, only one word. When you are explaining law, you have to add a sentence or a para or anything like that. Terminate what? Answer
If there is
correct,
a if there is an organization,
yeah,
and if we break the ethics, we could get terminated.
yes. Once you break the ethics, your membership cancelled. You will be terminated from the society. Now here, architectures are here. Chartered Institute of Architects, you are a member. If you break the ethics, they will terminate. QS, there is an Institute for Quantity Service. There is an Institute for Engineers, IESL. Chartered Institute of Sri Lanka Engineers. So likewise, Sri Lanka Computer Society. You may be members, you are not members. You break the ethics, what will happen? They can't punish you. They cannot take any court action. If you break a law, punishment. If you break ethics, your membership will be terminated and they may not give that. So two differences are there. What are the other differences? What are the other differences? Anyone? Tell me an example for a ethical wrong and a legal wrong. Ethical wrong and a legal wrong. Example. When you study law, you must study examples, otherwise it's very hard. Go with simple example. That is the best method to study law. Tell me legal wrong. Tell me ethical wrong. Yes. Anyone? Right or wrong doesn't matter. You have to argue. You have to argue with me. Arguments make a better society. Negotiation rather than fighting each other, rather than killing each other. Negotiation is the best. Negotiation is the best. So you have to negotiate with me. Silence may not create any creative thing in law. Argue. Yes. Tell me a legal wrong, tell me a ethical wrong. I am asking a question now. Tell me the answer. One day you are passing a bridge. One day you are passing a bridge. A person had jumped to the river and now he is asking, save me, save me, save me. You are also looking, laughing and taking some selfie photographs. Can the police arrest you? Can the police arrest you? You didn't save that man's life. You are just looking here. Ethical wrong or a legal wrong?
Ethical.
Yeah, ethical wrong. Why? You have no obligation. But you are a life-saving swimmer. If you are a life-saving swimmer, ethical or legal? Ethical or legal? It's a legal duty. So please remember, some offenses are there. Any offense against your body or property come under criminal law. Any offense against your body or property come under what? Criminal law. In the sites, lot of thefts are there. Now, many of these institutions, including my institution, lot of thefts are reported. So your site, if a theft reported, what is the procedure you do? You can complain to the nearest police so they can come and investigate. Police don't do investigate, cover the sector whom you are going to suspect. They have to find out who had done this, but they are asking from us. Anyway, so therefore, when you are a project manager, you have a heavy duty on your shoulders. That is fair. So ethical wrongs are where dishonesty, coming late to the institution. Likewise, there are a code of conduct, anything in the code of conduct. I am asking another question. Adultery. Adultery, ethical wrong or a legal wrong? Adultery, ethical wrong or a legal wrong? A married man went with a girl, 18 years old, for a hotel. Police come and raid and arrest them. It's called adultery. Can the police file a case against that man? Yes or no? Yes or no? Had he committed a legal wrong or legal offense? A married man went to a room with a lady 18 years old. Immediately police came and read, oh, you have done offense. Is it a legal offense or a criminal offense? Is it a legal offense or an ethical offense? If the girl is less than 16 years, then it is, with her consent, it is basically a legal wrong. Adultery. No, it is not a, don't do that, but it is not a legal wrong. It is an ethical one. But for a divorce, it is a basically offense. So likewise, you should know what are the code of conduct. So if you are a project manager, for your project, you must have prepared a code of ethics. Code of ethics are very, very important. Right. Now, last question. Do you need a law for your project? Do you need a law for your project? If so, why you need? Yes, start. Do you need a law for your project? If you need, why? Yes. Kalu, do you need a law for your project? Yes or no?
Yes,
Kalu?
sir. Needed.
Yeah. Okay. Part A is correct. Now, part B, why you need a law for your project? What is the purpose? Why you need a law for your project?
Now, there's three-party agreement, client, consultant, and the contractor. In
Yeah.
order to carry out the projects, there are legally binding up with the regulation. As far as the project is carrying out according to the way it fulfills the requirements,
Okay.
it seems that in a construction project there is no need of law. But if somebody done a mistake or if some unfair thing happened to contractor, consultant, or the consultant, maybe they can claim in the right of the law or even arbitration and any kind of legal
Yeah,
framework.
very good. A very lengthy answer. Yes. ethical people are not here at the moment. Very hard to find ethical people in this world. There were ethical people 18th century, 17th century, but today all are greedy for money. So therefore, to protect the rights of the people, we need a law. People are not honest this world. People are dishonest. And they are all opportunistic. So that's why we need a law. Now, when you take Sri Lanka, today 2023, but sometimes before, in 1815, March 15, the whole country was captured by the British governor, the most cunning governor, Robert Brownrigg. And thereafter, they introduced to Sri Lanka under the Kandyan Convention English law. So from 1815, March 15th up to date, Sri Lanka governed by English common law. Before that, 1706, Dutch people invaded the coastal areas of Sri Lanka. They introduced their law, Roman Dutch law. Before that, Portugal people, they never introduced any law. They introduced the Catholic religion and Capriña bylaw. Before that, we had some laws. Desavalame law, the law related to Tamil-speaking people, Hindus, who are permanently residing in northern province, not eastern province. Then you had Kandyan law, Sinhala Buddhist, born to Sinhala Buddhist parents living in Kandyan areas. Kandyan. For the whole Sri Lanka, the most pure personal law is Holy Al-Quran. Anyone following the Holy Al-Quran, they are governed. So how many laws are there? We have Desavalame law, we have Kandyan law, we have Muslim law, then we have Roman Dutch law, then we have English law. Like 5 fingers in my hand, 5 laws are there. But those Kandyan law, Desavalame law, as well as Muslim law are personal laws. Those are for a community-based one. Those are not for the whole country, specific category of people. But Roman Dutch law and English law for the whole country. Even we are an independent nation, we are not independent. We are fully governed by English common law and Roman Dutch. English common law not only for Sri Lanka, South Africa, India, Zimbabwe, Australia, New Zealand, 54 countries are there. They are called Commonwealth countries. The same principles. So according to English law, laws are made by 2 institutions. One is Parliament and the other one is judges. Judges are not making law. If a Supreme Court gives a decision, that is final and conclusive and make the law of the country. So please remember, we are under English common law system. Our contract law, our project management, everything under English law, like a legal colony. Not a physical colony, we are a legal colony. Now, up to 1972, May 22nd, Sri Lanka final court of appeal was Privy Council in United Kingdom. But when the Samagi Peramuna came to power, they gave an election promise. They asked 2/3 Parliament, seats in the Parliament, yes, Sirima Bandaranaike, Honorable Prime Minister, they abolished. Our final court is Sri Lanka Supreme Court. So we got the real legal independence in 1972, May 22nd, 9 a.m. Otherwise, we are not a republic. We became a republic. The head of the state is not the queen or the king. It's the president, nominal or executive. So likewise, 1972, government made a lot of changes to this country. Introduced a lot of labor laws related to project management. We will discuss that after when we are doing. Right. So the basic knowledge I explained, a law, how laws are existing, where we go. So Sri Lanka, even we follow British judgments. Why? We are in a common law country. Most of the lessons All are not Sri Lanka judgments, British judgments. Why? We are a common law legal system. Under a common law legal system, laws are made by Parliament as well as a Supreme Court judge. Right, that is the introduction. Now we are coming to our first lesson. Law of contract. I am giving the note now. I am displaying, thereafter I will send it. Law of contract. Before that, another 3 questions. Everyone, 5 minutes I'll give. What is a contract? Question number 1, what is a contract? What is a contract? Question number 2, give 5 contracts you entered recently. Give example for 5 contracts you entered recently. Give example for 5 contracts you entered recently. Give example for 5 contracts you entered recently. What are the different types of contracts in Sri Lanka? What are the different types of contracts in Sri Lanka? Okay. 5 minutes, quickly I need the answer. What is a contract? What are the contracts you entered very recently? Last 5 months or last 6 months? And what are the type of contracts you have seen in Sri Lanka? Right. 5 minutes. Right. What is a contract? Dilani, what is a contract? Anyone? What is a contract?
So it's a legally binding agreement between two parties.
Yeah. A contract is an agreement. A contract is an agreement between two or more parties for a legal purpose. So, a contract is an agreement between two or more parties with a legal binding intention. Legal binding intention. There are some contracts, no legal intention also. But we take in this lesson a contract